Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if your name is Christian Combs, King Combs, I don't know what's going on, but he just dropped a new album. Or wait, is it a mixtape? A single? Whatever it is, it's called Diddy Free. Now, I know what y'all are going to say. You're probably waiting on me to clown him for his struggle baby rap. But I'm not. Because at least he's out here hustling. He knows he's got to make a living. He's got that ambition, baby. Look in his eyes. This week it's the burgers, next week it's the fries. But all jokes aside, let's talk. Everyone's going around saying, "Oh my God, Diddy going free." But you know who probably thinks the prosecution did a great job with their closing arguments? King Combs. Because if he really thought Diddy was going free, why wouldn't he drop this project the moment Diddy actually got out? Y'all think Diddy's coming home next week, huh? Right. But here's the thing, he didn't drop it when Diddy got released because 1, he doesn't believe Diddy is getting out. And 2, if Diddy did get out, you know he'd come home and immediately suck up all the attention and blessings for himself, like he always does. Let me talk to y'all for a second, because these Diddy glazers are out here saying, "Oh my God, Diddy's a perfect dad. Diddy this, Diddy that." Let me tell you something, Diddy is not just toxic to women. He's toxic to his own children. You want to talk about sabotage? Let's look at the pattern. But before I break that down, can I just say one thing? Christian, what is going on? Last time you dropped a single, your daddy got arrested. Remember that? He dropped that mixtape, the feds came, and boom, Diddy got locked up. Is the Christian Combs curse real? Is that what's going to finally send Diddy away for life? I don't know. Maybe. But jokes aside, let's be clear. Diddy is toxic to his own kids, not just the women around him. Let's get into the pattern. First up, Justin Combs. Remember that college football career?
Done. Why?
Because Diddy allegedly got into it with Justin's coach. Supposedly tried to swing a kettlebell at the man. Nearly cracked his skull. And just like that, Justin's athletic future went poof.
Gone.
Not a coincidence. Then Justin got accepted into Harvard, and what did Diddy do? He called the school and convinced Justin to come to California to help run Bad Boy. Next thing you know, Justin's getting into accidents and his mom, Misa, is going off, tweeting at Diddy saying everybody knows something's wrong with him. And look, for all the people talking about Diddy now, the one thing the prosecution should have brought up? Misa Hilton and Brim's IG stories. Because those posts told us everything we needed to know about Diddy, before we ever knew what we know now. But it didn't stop with Justin. Then came Quincy, talented, marketable, had a real shot at being one of the biggest actors of his generation. Remember when Empire was being cast? Quincy was supposed to play Jamal. That's right, the role that ended up going to Jussie Smollett. But Diddy allegedly stepped in, tried to control the music rights, and the whole deal fell apart. Smollett's role was supposed to go to Quincy, but Diddy allegedly stepped in and tried to control the music rights, and the whole deal fell apart. Quincy lost the role, Empire went on to become a hit, and Diddy slipped back into the shadows. Quincy eventually booked Star, another Lee Daniels show, and guess who showed up again?
Diddy.
Always close enough to interfere, never far enough to let them breathe. And remember when Diddy was allegedly going to sue Lee Daniels? Or, at least the streets were saying that. They said Diddy thought Lee stole his life story. Back then we laughed it off, thought it was some BS. But now that we know Diddy really is out here being a criminal, I don't know, things are starting to line up. Now, let's get to Christian, aka King Combs. He just dropped a rap album, but word on the street, allegedly, is that Diddy wasn't lifting him up. He was blocking opportunities behind the scenes, calling people, pulling rank, inserting himself where he shouldn't, and allegedly taking blessings that were meant for his son.
Why?
Because in Diddy's world, no one shines brighter than him, not even his own children. Young Berg, now known as Hitmaka, even came on the Joe Budden podcast recently and basically confirmed the theory. Diddy has a pattern of stepping on his sons' careers. When they start to rise, he gets in the way on purpose. Oh, y'all don't believe me? Listen to this. Hitmaka said, "I was in Atlanta working with Christian. We were cooking up ideas and Christian FaceTimes his dad like, 'Yo, we at the Ritz-Carlton come through.' So we head back to the Ritz, and they're having a party. Diddy opens the door, sees us, and Christian says, "What's up, Pops?" Then Diddy looks at me and says, "What's up, Nah?" I dap him up and say, "Yo, we going crazy." Me and Christian just made something crazy. Diddy looks me dead in the face and says, "Man, F that an asterisk 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 where my music at?" That's the wildest thing Hitmaka had ever heard in his life. And this is the man people keep defending? Let's not forget, Diddy didn't give a damn about Kim Porter while she was alive. He put her through hell, had her looking stressed all the time, literally worn down while he was chasing Cassie, turning her into some kind of twisted freak-off partner. And while he was cheating on her and abusing her, he was also destroying Kim emotionally. Diddy is not a good guy. And let's just call this what it is. Spiritual abuse. This isn't just about industry politics. It's psychological warfare. How are you supposed to grow up under a man who tells the world he's a family man, but pulls the rug out from under you every time you find your footing? Diddy isn't a mentor. He isn't a mogul. He's a mirror of the very toxic industry culture we all claim to be waking up from. And if you're still defending him, you need to ask yourself why you're so comfortable watching a man sabotage his own blood just to stay on top. He's the devil a lot of y'all keep rooting for. And if he'll do this to his sons, imagine what he's done to everyone else around him. And before y'all jump in and say, Christian ain't even talented, that's not true. As much as I clown him for his struggle Nepo rap, he's not the worst rapper. That boy's got some talent. And even if he didn't, his dad ran the music industry at one point. Diddy could have hooked him up with the best producers, best writers, best stylists, everything. But instead, what did he do? The same thing he did to Cassie, minus the freak-offs. He put him in the studio, got them working, never released stuff, sabotage things. And when Christian finally did get some heat, here comes Diddy, his 55-year-old self, stumbling into the spotlight trying to outshine him again. Let's not forget Justin. Gave up going to Harvard because he was supposed to be the CEO of Bad Boy. Diddy promised to step out of the way, but he never did. He made Justin a CEO in name only. Quincy tried to break out of the shadow and get his acting career going. He had the looks, the talent, the connections, everything. Diddy came in and blew that up. Christian should have been bigger than he is right now. Again, looks?
Check.
Talent?
Check.
Connections? Unlimited. But Diddy did to Christian what he did to Cassie, without the freak-offs, and people still defend him. And you Diddy Glazers? Still out here caping for him, calling people biased for pointing this out? Saying we'll feel stupid when he gets out?
No.
You'll feel stupid. Because let me tell you something, Diddy ain't getting out. The prosecution got that man. And let that be a lesson to anyone out here trying to move like Diddy, spiritually, emotionally, or criminally. This is what happens. These Diddy Glazers are sick in the head. As much as they're defending his right to abuse, it's really because they want that same right for themselves. Unlike y'all, I'm not about to be on my knees, waiting eagerly for Diddy to get out like he's some messiah. And guess what? Diddy wouldn't even look twice at most of y'all. Then again, judging by the escort stories, maybe he would. I don't know. But the whole point is this. Diddy is not a good person. And when I say he's not a good person, I mean there is something fundamentally wrong with that man. He cannot be allowed to walk free on these streets. And for anyone crying out, but what about the children? Listen, as sad as it may sound, this might be the best thing that's ever happened to them. Finally being away from someone who seems to thrive off narcissistic abuse might be the exact freedom they need to start healing. That's just my opinion though. What do I know, right? Anyway, shout out to Christian Combs for trying to carve his own path. And again, for anyone who really believes Diddy is coming home soon, why didn't Christian drop Diddy free the moment his dad got released? Unless, maybe, he doesn't think that's going to happen. Maybe we're looking at a double entendre. Not free Diddy, but I'm Diddy free. Maybe Christian is trying to send us a message that it's time to move past his father's influence and step into his own light. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.